happening at the paper?
The presses are still down. If we don't get things straightened out, there might not be an evening edition.
Oh, man, things must be pretty bad if Vicky's not back here by now.
Like I said, it's a real mess.
Nora, you don't think Hank would call Rachel as a witness, do you?
I don't know, Kevin. He just might.
He's got to understand that he can't use me to hurt Kevin. He's got to understand that.
All rise. Oh, yay, oh, yay. The Court of Common Pleas of Lantano County is now in session. The Honorable Judge Fitzwater presiding.
Be seated. Is the Commonwealth ready with its next witness?
Yes, Your Honor. The Commonwealth calls Rachel Gannon.
The court wants you to listen very carefully, Miss Gannon, to the district attorney's questions and answer only what is asked of you. Let the record show that the witness has acknowledged these remarks. Mr. Gannon.
Your Honor, prosecution requests a short recess.
The court will take a brief recess. The witness, please remain on the stand.
Thank you.
How you doing? You feel better after talking with Luna?
I'm not sure. I just wish there was more evidence, so it wasn't coming down to my testimony.
She's supposed to be a hostile witness for the prosecution. But so far, all she's doing is crucifying my son. Women, you can never trust them.
Mr. Manning, relax. Because it ain't over till it's over.
Yeah? You say that now. How are you going to feel when it is over? And this so-called girlfriend of your nephew has wound up sending him to prison for 20 years. And Todd and the rest with him.
Is the prosecution ready to continue?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any further questions for this witness?
Yes, Your Honor, I do. Many more questions. I'd like for you to recall the day of the KAD spring fling. Do you recall earlier that day deciding not to attend the party?
Yes,
Even though Kevin Buchanan had invited you,
that's right.
why did you decline his invitation?
I just didn't want to be there.
Why not?
I don't like the atmosphere of those big on-campus blowouts.
What is it in particular about the atmosphere at the KAD house that made you feel you didn't want to attend the party? Could you describe in as much detail as possible what the fraternity house was like that day?
There was drinking going on even early in the day, and some of the fraternity brothers were making crude comments about partying.
What do you mean, crude?
They were fooling around with an inflatable doll.
An inflatable doll? Like a punching bag?
No.
Could you please describe this inflatable doll?
It was a woman.
Who did you see fooling around with this inflatable doll?
Some of the fraternity brothers.
And were any of the 4 defendants among those brothers?
Todd was.
Objection, Your Honor. I don't know where this line of questioning is going. Virtually every campus fraternity have wild parties with a wild edge to it. I mean, this is totally irrelevant to the case.
Your Honor, The witness's state of mind is relevant. The witness's state of mind was presumably influenced by the events of the day.
Overruled. Proceed.
So you elected not to attend the spring fling,
Yes.
and you changed your mind later that night,
Yes.
and you went to the party.
Yes.
Did you have anything alcoholic to drink before you went?
No.
Did you have anything to drink when you arrived?
No.
When you arrived at the frat house, did you see Kevin Buchanan?
Yes.
And approximately what time was it when you arrived?
I guess it was about 11:30.
And did you see Kevin Buchanan right away?
No. Not right away.
How much time had passed between your arriving at the KED house and locating Mr. Buchanan?
About half an hour.
A half an hour. You didn't find him for a half an hour. Could you describe his appearance when you did find him?
What do you mean, his appearance?
I mean, what did he look like?
Witness will please answer.
He looked like he had been at a wild party, which he had.
Could you please be more specific?
He looked disheveled.
And?
And what?
And wasn't there a scratch on his face? Wasn't there?
Yes.
And lipstick on his jacket.
Objection!
Did you see Marty Saybrook shortly after seeing Kevin Buchanan?
Yes.
And where was she?
She was coming down the stairs.
Wait, excuse me. Let's just backtrack a second. Kevin had also come from upstairs. Same direction as Marty.
Yes.
Well, please continue. You saw Marty coming downstairs. What was her appearance when you saw her?
She looked drunk.
In what way drunk?
Like she had trouble walking. Like it was hard to move.
Like she had just been raped by 4 young men.
Objection, Your Honor. The prosecution isn't leading the witness. He's dragging her.
Sustained. Mr. Gannon.
Withdraw the question, Your Honor.
Motion to strike, Your Honor.
Granted. Please strike everything that the witness has answered after, like it was hard to move.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You said Marty appeared to have difficulty walking. Was she also disheveled? Was her hair messed up?
No, not particularly.
Were any articles of her clothing torn?
I don't know.
Why not?
I couldn't see. She had on...
Continue, please. What did Miss Saybrook have on?
a sweater.
Sweater. Did this sweater, did it conceal all of her other clothing?
Just about, yeah.
My, must have been a large sweater. What kind of sweater was it?
It was Kevin's fraternity sweater.
And did you talk with Kevin at that time?
Yes.
And what did you say?
I don't recall.
Well, could you just give us a general nature of the conversation?
Objection, Your Honor. The witness has just answered the question that she doesn't recall.
Overruled. Witness will answer.
You must remember something about the conversation. I mean, after all, you went to a party that you initially refused to attend in the midst of an intense thunder and lightning storm, specifically to see your boyfriend, Kevin Buchanan. Now, you're telling me and the court that you don't remember what you said when you saw him?
No, I don't.
Then let me help refresh your memory. These are affidavits from Janet Lee, Ken Robett, Beth Puglisi, Tim O'Malley. Do you know these people?
Yes.
And do you recall their presence at the party?
Yes.
For these affidavits, they attest to the fact that they heard you address the defendant, Kevin Buchanan, in a loud voice.
It was noisy there.
As if in anger. They each attest that you made mention to the scratch on his cheek and a lipstick on his jacket. Do you remember any of this now? Just answer the question. These four attest that you accused Kevin Buchanan of having slept with Marty Saybrook. Does this sound familiar now? Did you accuse Kevin Buchanan of sleeping with Marty Saybrook?
Daddy.
Just answer the question. Did you accuse Kevin Buchanan of sleeping with Marty Saybrook?
Yes.
And what was his reply? Did he admit that you were correct?
No.
Oh, come on. No. He must have confided in you. He had to have given you some kind of an answer.
Objection!
What did he confess to you that you do not want to tell this court?
Nothing. Nothing. You're pushing me, and he didn't tell me anything. Just leave me alone.
Objection. Objection.
The court will take a short recess while the witness and the district attorney collect themselves. The defendant will return to his seat.
Hank, for God's sake, let me continue when we resume. This is killing you.
How could you do that to Rachel?
Poor Rachel, what she must be going through.
I tell you, for a minute there, I was actually with the DA on this one. Kind of a kick watching him tear that Rachel apart after what she did on the stand at Todd's Recantation.
What a jerk.
I never really liked Todd all that much. Now I kind of feel sorry for him.
You are going to challenge the testimony about my son, aren't you? I mean, you're not going to leave Todd twisting in the wind.
What's going on? Has this woman screwed up the case?
No, hey, would you shut up, both of you? Look, Nora will take care of Rachel's testimony on cross-examination.
Uh-huh. How? How tough can she be? That's our own daughter up there.
This is trouble.
Let me call a recess until tomorrow.
No.
Oh, baby, please.
I'm okay. I don't want to leave it like this.
Miss Gannon, are you ready to resume testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gannon?
No further questions.
Cross?
Yes. Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Miss Gannon, you've testified that Todd Manning made sexual advances to you. Can you tell the court the nature of these advances?
I don't understand what you mean.
I mean, was it a look, something he said, something he did?
He said it.
Are you saying that his advances were verbal?
Yes.
Did he ever make any physical advances to you?
No.
Did he ever touch you during a conversation you may have had?
I don't remember.
Would you remember if he had touched you in an inappropriate way?
Yes.
So we can conclude that Mr. Manning never made any untoward physical advances to you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. We gather from your testimony that you're not particularly fond of Mr. Manning. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did you ever feel physically threatened by him?
No, I was uncomfortable, but...
But you weren't afraid of him, were you?
No.
You didn't fear any physical harm from him?
No.
Okay. All right. Now, the night of the spring fling party, did you ever at any time go to Kevin Buchanan's room at the Kappa Alpha Delta house? At any time?
No.
Did you see at any time Marty Saybrook alone with any one of the 4 defendants?
No.
So in short, you had no knowledge whatsoever of anything that went on between Marty and the 4 defendants?
No. And I was wrong that night to accuse Kevin of sleeping with Marty. He could have never done that and lied to me. I know as sure as I've ever known anything in my life, Kevin could not hurt anybody, let alone rape them. He was worried about Marty. He was trying to look out for her because she was upset and she had had too much to drink. He took her up to his room so that she could sleep off all that she had drunk. That is the only reason. And then he went up there only to get his car keys out of his jacket so that Emily Haynes could get to her car. That is all. He is no rapist.
Objection, Your Honor.
Marty, are you all right?
I just gotta think.
About what? What's going on?
I can't think.
Talk to me, Marty.
Something's wrong.
Do you feel okay?
Something's very wrong.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Redirect?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
This court stands in recess until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
All rise.
Boy, she really saved our butts that time. That was pretty impressive.
She was adequate. Let's face it, fellas. No woman is ever going to be 100% on your sides in this case.
Hey, thanks for the good words about Kevin.
Listen, I hate to go against my own profession, but Clint and Vicky would both want me to alert you that most of the reporters are expecting the 2 of you to go out the rear and the side exits, so, you know, your best bet is to go out the front door.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate that.
Yeah, don't mention it to anyone, ever.
You had a rough day, huh, Rach?
Why don't you lie down, honey, huh?
No, I'm okay, really.
Hey, we could go to a movie, grab some dinner or something?
I don't want to go out. Would all of you just stop looking at me? God, your sympathy is worse than what Dad...
We're worried about you, that's all.
Worried about me. What about Kevin? What about what my testimony's gonna do to him?
What it's gonna do to me, Rachel?
Would you please just stop acting like it didn't happen? My testimony on the stand.
What you said on the stand was great. What?
What?
He's right. You gave an impromptu testimonial to Kevin's good character.
Yeah. Uncle Bo is right. I don't think anyone has ever said anything about me that meant as much as that did.
I'll get it.
Talk to me, Rachel. Here you go.
Thanks.
Can you tell me what's going on?
I can't stop thinking about Kevin.
You remember something more from the night of the party?
No. But when I talked with Luna before, she said that you have to listen to what's in your heart.
Yeah, Luna saved my life by listening to her heart and Max's.
When I heard Rachel's testimony before, I thought my heart was gonna explode. It was so loud. I don't have any proof. But I think I was wrong about Kevin. I don't think he wasn't one of them.
You don't think he raped you?
That's what I feel. In my heart. And I can't ignore that feeling.
Honey, Bo and I are going to leave now, unless you want me to stay with you, and I will.
No, I am fine. Kevin and I are just going to forage for dinner.
Well, we can order in. I mean, you've had a rough day, and cooking isn't really your strong suit.
No, I have been studying the art of sandwich making with Joey, so... No, would you please all just stop worrying about me, really? Okay. I am fine. Okay. Okay?
Okay.
My poor baby girl.
I know.
I told him not to do this. I told him not to put her on the stand and hurt her like that. I can't believe forcing her to incriminate Kevin like that. How can he do that to his own daughter?
I don't know. But I'll tell you something. You and Rachel, you really helped Kevin when you cross-examined her.
Do you think so?
No, do I think? I know, all right? You're a great mother. You're a great lawyer. Now you have a great little house to live in, too. Let's go home, okay? We'll just give the trial the night off. I think you won anyway, okay? Hey, let's go home and make some great love.
You're a great persuader.
Breathe.
Oh,
What is that?
a magnifying glass.
You want me to put it with a contact sheet?
Yes, please. What is it? What is it? Oh, I'm sorry. I've just taken over your house.
No, it's not you. It's this stuff, you know, and it's just a symptom.
Does it make you angry?
No, I kind of like it. I like tripping over your life everywhere I go.
I just don't want it to cause the same problems that it caused my marriage to Hank.
Wait a minute, no. Why would that happen?
Well, history does repeat it.
No, I'm not Hank.
No, thank goodness for that. I mean, the Hank we saw this afternoon, that was Hank at his worst. Just bullheaded like a steamroller.
Yeah, Nora, honey, we both have relationships from our recent past that could cause some confusion for us, you know. Let's not let them.
You're talking about Sarah? There are two big differences between Hank and Sarah. Number one, Hank is alive. Number two, you felt nothing but love for Sarah.
Yeah, but you must have loved Hank once.
Well.
I mean, and you probably still do. In a way.
I plead the fifth.
Okay, look, they're both from our pasts. We just won't let them haunt our present, okay?
Sounds good to me.
And we'll always make time for each other. Okay, no matter what.
Always. As much time as you want.
Time out. Hello.
Hey, Bo, how you doing? It's Cord. Listen, I missed a meeting with Nora tonight. I'm sorry. I've been running behind all day.
Do you want to talk to her?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.
Cord.
Hi, Cord.
Hey, Nora, listen, I'm sorry I missed that meeting. I've been way behind all day.
Meeting. No problem. No problem at all. Did you find anything?
Well, I dropped off a file at your office. It's a list of potential witnesses. I stopped by the PD and I talked to the prosecution. They don't have any new information, and they're still looking for this sweatband that was allegedly used to gag Marty during the rape, but that hasn't turned up yet, so I think we're in pretty good shape.
Great. Great. That means we're not going to have any surprises in court tomorrow. I hate surprises.
Kevin Buchanan, guilty as charged.
Why, Marty? Why did you do this to me? Why? Why, Marty? Why? No answer, Hank. Marty must be on her way.
Yeah, well, I sure hope so. If she shows up late, it won't help her case. Excuse me, sweet. Rachel. Rachel, I just want you to know that it was the DA who had to put you on the stand yesterday. As your father, baby, I'm sorry.
Mom, I will be in the cafeteria.
Rachel, wait. Rachel, let me
I knew winning was important to you, Hank, but not more important than your own daughter.
I had a job to do, Nora. I thought you'd understand that.
I understand the job. It's the man I don't understand.
Okay, fine. We'll stick to the law. I'm giving you notice of a new witness that I'm calling today.
A surprise witness? Well, you just don't give up, do you, Hank? Is there one thing you won't do to win this case?
Like I said, it's my job.
Yeah, well, I've got a job, too. I'm going to the judge, and I'm going to block this latest stunt of yours, Hank Gannon. And this time, you'll lose.
Tell it to the judge, Gannon.
Your Honor, this is total manipulation. Hank feels like he's losing the jury, so he's throwing a surprise witness in front of them. It's disorderly. It has nothing...
Hold on. There's something I have to be very clear about before I call in this session. This new witness, absolutely necessary to the prosecution's case?
No.
Yes, Your Honor. This witness can establish without question certain key events that happened the night of the rape.
Alleged rape.
To keep this witness off the stand, Your Honor, and given the information she has to offer, is not in the interest of justice.
Oh, Your Honor.
Yes, I know what you're going to say, Miss Gannon. But it's my turn, okay? Hank, you know I do not like surprises. But because of the seriousness of the charges, I am going to allow the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Before we resume, would you two shake hands and try to act like grown-ups?
Oh, forget it.
Hey, come on now. You heard the judge. Let's be mature about this thing being a sport.
Oh, you think you got a little knockout here, don't you, Hank?
No. But your knees are a little wobbly. And what nice knees they are, Miss Gannon.
Yeah, well, I'm still standing. The surprise witness of yours, however, is going to go down for the count.
You know, you make me think about all those Friday nights we used to spend at the Civic Arena. featherweight to heavyweight. You know, you liked it more than I did.
Yes, I always liked a good fight. It's low blows and cheap shots I don't like. Like the one you threw at our daughter yesterday.
Look, Rachel's angry. I know that. But someday she's going to understand why I had to put her on that stand.
Oh, you've already taught her a very interesting lesson about how far you will go to salvage a case. And this surprise witness is just another example.
Well, do you expect me to apologize for doing everything that I can to protect Marty? To see that she gets some justice?
Oh, please, Hank. This has nothing whatsoever to do with Marty Saybrook. You, from day one, you have been absolutely desperate to degrade Kevin Buchanan in Rachel's eyes. Even if you do win this trial, is it really worth losing your daughter over?
Nora, Hank just hightailed it out here with smoke coming out of both ears. I guess you just scored a couple of points, huh?
Well, you guessed wrong. No. I want you to go to the college. I want you to find out everything you possibly can on a student named Carol Swift. She is Hank's surprise witness.
Wow, you don't give a guy much time.
Yeah, well, Hank didn't give us much time. This Carol Swift person, she's just primed to blow this case right out of the water.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's all right, dear. It's all right. It took such courage for you to come forward and tell the truth. You are a good person, Marty Saybrook.
You are a fool, Marty Saybrook. I wash my hands of you. You will get exactly what you deserve.
No, Hank, come back. Come back. Kevin is innocent, but the others aren't. They raped me. Todd, Buck, and Paul raped me. You know that you have to prove this. Vicky, tell them. Vicky? Kevin? Where was everybody?
Way to go, Marty. Easiest case I've ever won.
Nora, you have to believe me.
Believe you? Believe you?
Yourself too seriously.
Stop fighting. Just be yourself.
Believe me, please.
Be seated.
Where the devil is Marty? She should have been here by now.
Dr. Wolock gave her a sedative. Maybe it was too strong and she overslept.
Wait, I need
Excuse me,
this.
Mr. Gannon? Mr. Gannon, are we interrupting?
Oh, sorry, Your Honor. No. Sorry.
Is the Commonwealth ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then call your next witness.
Bo, did I miss anything?
No, nothing yet, Pop.
Your Honor, the prosecution calls Carol Swift to the stand.
Carol Swift.
I know her from the party. Why, man? What if she heard something? What if she saw us do it? Okay.
Do you swear to
Carl,
tell the
what's the
truth,
matter?
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Nothing at all.
I do.
Please state your name for the record.
Carol Swift.
Wasn't it, Miss Swift?
Adolescent in the extreme.
Lots of drinking and dancing to loud music, and you were right in the middle of it.
In a manner of speaking.
Meaning?
I was with my boyfriend, Philip. He did the drinking. I was the designated driver.
Oh, then you had a clear head that night.
Yes.
Do you remember being near the door to Kevin Buchanan's room at the KAD house at any time that night?
We walked right past it.
We?
Philip had drunk a lot of beer. He was looking for the bathroom, but he was knocking on every door.
Including Kevin Buchanan's room.
I tried to tell him it was the wrong room, but Philip can be very stubborn. And that's when I heard her.
Her?
Marty Saybrook. She was being held inside, and she was screaming for help.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness was outside the door at a very noisy party. She can't possibly identify the action inside.
Sustained. Rephrase.
Okay, Miss Swift. Let's rephrase things. You heard a woman's voice from inside the room.
Yes, and I'm sure...
And she was screaming for help, you sure?
Positive. Help and stop. I wanted to go inside, but Philip said it was just a girl having fun, and he dragged me down the hall to find the bathroom.
Miss Swift, let's talk about what happened next.
Philip found the bathroom.
No, I mean later, when you came downstairs.
Well, we were standing near the front door, and I saw Marty leaving the party. And she looked really messed up. And that's when I saw Powell with Zach and Todd.
Man, she's leaving. She reports us to pay. Come on, get a hold of yourself. Nothing happened. All right? She's not gonna go to the cops, no way. And if she does, what makes you think that they're gonna believe her? This is Marty. Marty, the party girl, remember?
No one will ever believe her. That's what he said.
Yes, sir. That's what he said.
I will not allow this in my courtroom. Order! Order in the court!
What the hell are you looking at? Take it easy, okay?
Proceed, Mr. Gannon.
Thank you, Miss Swift. You've been very enlightening. Your witness.
Your Honor, as you predicted, Mr. Gannon has surprised us all by this latest stunt. I would like to request a brief recess so that I might prepare a cross-examination.
Granted. The court will resume in 1 hour.
All rise.
All right. Hang in there, fellas. Okay? I've got 1 hour to drive a truck through all the holes in her story.
May I help?
Yeah, pat me on the back, buy me a cup of coffee, tell me I'm not about to blow this case.
All of the above?
Thank you.
Come on.
Kevin, come on, let's go.
You just think you're so cool, don't you, Carol?
God, don't do
Miss
this.
Perfect Preppy 1993.
You're not going to scare me off, Todd. I know what you and your friends did to Marty, and I want you to get exactly what you deserve.
I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. Shut it. You can't shut everybody up, Todd. Somebody sooner or later was gonna come forward and nail us.
Last time, you little whimper.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah, she's a smart lady, but it's going to take a lot more than brains to get poor Kevin off now.
Asa, Kevin has confidence in Nora. So do we. I feel totally incompetent.
Oh, come on, Hank. Just caught you off guard, that's all.
You caught me with a sucker punch. If I don't come up with a counter in the next 5 minutes, it could cost your nephew his freedom.
Kevin, look, this is not going to change anything. The things that Carol Swift said up there, they don't even prove you were in the room with Marty.
No, but it does prove something.
What?
I'm about to find that out. Oh, what? Easy. Sorry, it's all this waiting around, you know. Carol really got to you, didn't she?
Me? I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, Powell, I saw you in there, all right? And it wasn't just you. It was Todd and Zach, too. She got to all three of you. I want to know why.
Look, I gotta go inside, all right?
No, wait a minute. Oh, look. You are my cousin, all right? We are family. I gave you the benefit of the doubt. Was I a chump to trust you? Was I?
Look, Carol Swift is lying through her teeth, but she makes it sound believable. That's why I got so nervous, okay?
All right. Is that the only reason?
What other reason could there be?
What is with your cousin?
I wish I knew, Mom.
I know. Powell's from your side of the family. He doesn't have the Buchanan grit. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Everything is riding on the shoulders of Nora Gannon right now.
Well, you don't have to worry about Nora, because as far as this trial goes, she's batting 1,000.
Yeah, true. But she was just throwing a curve. Let's hope she can bat it back.
Court's about to resume, ladies and gentlemen.
Mom.
Jesse. Honey, I thought you were going to stay home today.
Joey brought me. He's parking the car. I wanted to be here for Kevin. Please don't be mad.
No, darling, I'm not mad. You can see Kevin, but you're going to have to wait until court recesses again, all right?
Okay.
I just wanted to thank Jessica for letting me keep her friendship bracelet.
I gave it to you, didn't I?
Yeah, but you could have asked for it back.
It's no big deal.
Yes, Jessie, it is. Your friendship is a big deal to me, and I just want you to know that I'm trying, really trying, to do the right thing.
Well, the right thing to do is to say you made a mistake. Kevin didn't hurt you.
It's up to you, Marty. It's all up to you.
Nora.
Oh, court.
Look, I checked with everyone from the dean all the way down to the sanitation crew. There is no dirt to be found on Carol Swift. She's an honor student. She's the captain of the field hockey team, and she's the president of the Young Women's Service Society.
Yeah, I know. She's probably raising money for Mother Teresa, too.
If Hank set out to find himself a perfect witness, I'm afraid he's done it.
Hank, I'm sorry I overslept, but
Marty, the point is you're here now. Just in time to see us grab this trial by the throat and rattle some teeth.
You're surprised witness did okay?
Carol did great. Those four boys are shaking in their shoes, and the jury saw it. Now, Marty, they're all primed for you. I hope you've taken in a deep breath since last night and know what you're going to say on that stand.
Hank.
All rise.
Be seated.
Listen, Marty, don't worry about a thing. Just stick to your story and tell the truth. We can't miss.
Miss Swift, you said the party was wild that night?
Too wild.
But in all that craziness, you never had a drink? Not even one little beer?
I said I was the designated...
Yes, I know what you said. I was just trying to refresh your memory in as much the same way that you might have refreshed your thirst that night.
Your Honor.
I'll do it another way. Miss Swift, do you consider yourself to be superior to the other young men and women at the KAD house that night?
Superior? No. Just sober.
That's very upright of you, Miss Swift. But for someone so responsible and proper, I'm having a little trouble with your actions. Or inaction, I should say.
I don't know what you mean.
Didn't you say you thought you heard Marty say Brooke screaming from inside Kevin's room?
I didn't think I heard it. I heard her.
And yet you did nothing. You walked your boyfriend to the bathroom. And then you still did nothing. A lot of time went by before you came forward with your story. Not so swift, are you, Miss Swift?
I had my reasons.
We'd like to hear them, Miss Swift.
I was afraid to cause trouble.
Trouble how?
My boyfriend's father is on the board of trustees at the university. They frown on bad publicity, anything that reflects poorly on the school.
So you were afraid to cause the school bad publicity?
I didn't want to get involved.
You didn't want to get involved?
I didn't want to be some kind of outcast.
Until now.
That's right. When I saw Marty, and then I heard on the evening news that it looked like no one would believe her story, I couldn't keep silent any longer.
Miss Swift, don't you find your timing rather convenient?
I'm sorry I took so long. I should have spoken sooner, no matter what it might cost me.
Do you have any more questions for the witness, Miss Gannon?
No, not at this time.
You may step down, Miss Swift.
Nora tried her best, but best wasn't good enough. Oh, strike one.
Mr. Gannon, you may call your next witness.
Your Honor, we have one last witness. The person whose testimony really matters. Marty Saybrook.
Call Marty Saybrook.
You can do it, Marty. I know you can.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Miss Saybrook, let's not waste time. We're here for the truth. What is the truth? What happened to you the night of the spring fling at the Kappa Alpha Delta house?
I was raped.
You're a liar, Marty. I mean, look at her. She's dressed like a nun.
Sit down.
Why don't you put her in her real clothes? Now, why don't you put her in the clothes she had on that night?
Sit down.
Why don't you put the real tramp on and ask her to tell the truth?
Miss Gannon, if you cannot control your client, I will have him removed.
That won't be necessary, Your Honor. Sit down.
Well, Ma, has it been this exciting all day? I think we can live without this kind of excitement. This is only going to hurt your brother's case.
Do you need a moment to compose yourself, Miss Saybrook?
Take as much time as you need, Marty. Think you're ready? Your Honor, if I may.
By all means, Mr. Gannon.
Marty, I'd like for you to identify a few things for me.
That's my sweater.
The one you were wearing the night of the spring fling?
Yes, I left it at the KAD house after.
Miss Saybrook, this sweater has been professionally cleaned. Did you have that done?
No.
Then who did?
Kevin Buchanan. His name is on the tag. It's Kevin's sweater.
The one you were wearing when you left the KAD house?
Yes.
An obvious question, Miss Saybrook. Why did you go to the spring fling with Kevin in the first place? Were you dating him?
No. I only went because I was upset about someone else. Someone that meant a lot to me. And, I thought I'd lost him, and So when Kevin mentioned the party and said it might cheer me up, I jumped at it. That's why I threw myself into the party, why I was drinking and dancing, and yeah, I was throwing myself and kissing other guys, but I'm not proud of that, and it was only because I was trying to get back at someone for hurting me.
In other words, you weren't there to have fun. You weren't looking for a good time or cheap thrills. You were there because you were trying to forget someone who had hurt you deeply.
It was the biggest mistake of my life. Instead of being able to forget, my whole life turned into a nightmare. Now I'm never going to be able to forget. Never.
Miss Saybrook, it's time to get specific. And I'm going to try to be as gentle as I can. You say you were raped. Where did it happen?
In Kevin's room, upstairs, at the KAD house. I go upstairs to his room.
He insisted. Why?
Because I'd been drinking too much. Because he was worried about me.
You thought at first. But he told you to lie down and sleep it off.
Yes. And then he left the room.
But you didn't sleep, did you?
No.
Why? What happened?
The door opened. I saw a shadow. And then they came into the room.
They?
Todd. Zach. And Powell.
We share everything. That's what Todd said.
Yes. Like brothers, he said. And then Zach said, that's what fraternity is all about. Then they left.
Miss Saybrook, did you want to dance with them?
No, they made me. First Todd and then Zach.
You danced downstairs at the party. You danced for everyone in the place. Why not now?
I felt sick. I felt ashamed. And I felt afraid.
Afraid of what?
Todd, Zach, and Powell. They teased me. They taunted me. They wouldn't let me leave the room. And then they locked the door.
What happened then? Miss Saybrook.
Todd grabbed me and threw me back on the bed.
Did you tell him to stop?
Yes.
Did he stop?
No, I begged him, but there was this look in his eye. Anger. And then he...
He what, Miss Saybrook?
He raped me.
I'm sorry, Miss Saybrook, but I'm going to have to ask you to make it very clear for the jury. Who raped you? Is he in this courtroom? Could you point him out to us, please? Are you pointing at Todd Manning?
Objection, Your Honor. He's putting words in her mouth.
Sustained.
Who are you pointing at?
Todd Manning. He held me down. He tore my blouse. He put his fist over my face so I couldn't scream, and then he raped me. He raped me. He raped me. He really raped me.
Miss Saybrook, was he the only one?
No.
Was Todd Manning the only one who raped you?
Got the others to do it too. They took turns. They took turns. All of them, they took turns. Oh, God.
Miss Saybrook, you were very clear, very certain when you pointed to Todd Manning as the man who raped you.
One of the men.
After Todd... Miss Saybrook, I apologize, but there's just no other way to say this. After Todd finished with you, what did he say?
He smiled and he said, "Who's next?"
Who's next? Like he was giving away a prize at the fair.
Objection, Your Honor. I cannot allow this.
Sustained. Please, you're right, Counselor. Let the jury draw their own conclusion.
Todd Manning raped you and said, Who's next? Who was next?
Him, Zach Rosen. He raped me.
Did you resist?
Yes.
Did you try to fight him off?
I was weak, but I was screaming as loudly as I could until he...
Until he what, Miss Saybrook?
Zach shoved a sweatband in my mouth to stop me from screaming.
Could you describe that sweatband, please?
Yes, it was, the Kappa Alpha colors. Red with a white stripe.
Like these. A pair found by the Lambview police in Kevin Buchanan's closet.
Objection, Your Honor. The prosecution would like to show a sweatband. Let him. But to show totally unrelated wristbands...
I am trying to show the relationship, Your Honor.
Overruled, Miss Cannon.
Miss Saybrook, are these wristbands Kevin Buchanan's wristbands? Are these identical to the sweatband they used to gag you?
Yes. Match those exactly. Exactly.
She's right. Look at her. She's lying.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I advise everyone to collect themselves before we reconvene.
We've got to get out of here.
Kevin?
Paul, talk to me, man. You gotta tell me what you know.
I'm sick. Can't you see?
No, I can't see. Why don't you tell me?
Just let go of me.
Look, Powell, come on. You are my cousin, all right? I trusted you. Now tell me, is Marty telling the truth? Did Todd and Zach rape her?
I gotta get out of here.
Look, if you know something, you gotta tell me.
I can't.
If you don't tell the truth, Paul, we are gonna go to prison for something we did not do.
Don't you understand?
No, I don't understand. Tell me.
Hey, okay, wise guys. Court's back in session.
Wait, just give us 1 minute. 1 minute. In your dreams, pal. Move it. Come on.
I hope everyone present has collected themselves during this recess. No further outbursts. As for you, Miss Cannon, I will place your client in restraint if I have another incident such as this was.
That won't be necessary, Your Honor.
Follow your heart, Marty. You know the right thing to do.
Mr. Pruitt, my indulgence has been stretched and stretched. Please, take your seat now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Miss Saybrook, if you're emotionally exhausted and you do not want to...
No, Your Honor.
Are you sure? We can take a recess.
No, I want to get on with this. Now.
Very well. With the court's permission. Miss Saybrook, in describing what was done to you, you said, and I quote, they took turns.
That's right.
Todd Manning and Zachary Rosen, they raped you.
Yes.
Were they the only ones? Who else?
I begged you. I pleaded with you to help me. I thought you were different from the others.
His name, Miss Saybrook?
Oh, Lord.
Your Honor, would you please instruct the defendant?
Mr. Lord, You will look at the witness.
Miss Saybrook, is this the third man who raped you?
Yes.
The witness has identified Powell Lord III.
I cannot believe that Powell. He was always such a good guy. But what about Kevin?
Miss Saybrook, you've identified 3 young men, 3 fraternity brothers of Kappa Alpha Delta as your rapists. Is there any doubt in your mind, any question, that these 3 individuals willfully and brutally assaulted you?
No. They did it. And they know they did it.
And yet this rape did not occur in Todd Manning's room at the fraternity house, or Zachary Rosen or Powell Lord. You say it happened in Kevin Buchanan's room.
Yes.
Then, Miss Saybrook, I have to ask you one more thing. You've charged 4 men with your rape. Not 3, 4. Do you see that 4th man in this courtroom? Miss Saybrook, do you understand the question?
I understand the question.
Then you know what you have to do. Miss Saybrook, in the name of justice, if that 4th man is in this room, point him out. You've charged 4 men with rape. Not 3, 4. Is that 4th man in this courtroom? Miss Saybrook, do you understand the question? Miss Saybrook.
I understand the question.
Then you know what you have to do. In the name of justice, if that 4th man is in this room, point him out.
No, there's no 4th man. 3 men. 3 men raped me.
The 3 men you've identified, Powell Lord, Zach Rosen, and Todd Manning.
Yes.
And the 4th man. What about the 4th defendant?
That's all. No. The 3 of them. No one else raped me.
Your Honor, I would like a recess to confer with my witness.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness is giving a direct answer to a direct question by the district attorney. I don't see just because he doesn't like her answer.
Your Honor, there's clearly some kind of confusion here.
No, I'm not confused. I was confused about what happened
Marty,
before.
don't say
Your Honor, I would like to hear the witness's full answer to the...
The witness has answered.
Sit down, please. Both of you. I want to hear this witness's remarks. If there is doubt about an accusation against one of the defendants, I, for one, wish to know about it. Miss Saybrook, are you changing your testimony regarding Kevin Buchanan?
When I went to the police after it happened, I was sure Kevin Buchanan was one of the men that raped me. But that night it went on for so long, and I was confused.
Your Honor, I'll allow this testimony, Mr. Gannon. Miss Saybrook, when you say it went on for so long, to what are you referring?
What they did to me, the rape. And I know I passed out at least once. But I'm clear now. I know who did what to me. And Kevin wasn't one of them. Well, these past few days, I was worrying that I had made a mistake about Kevin, that I was mixed up. But it's so hard. It's so hard to relive what happened that night. But I forced myself, and I went over everything that happened in Kevin's room that night.
And now you have remembered it more clearly?
I'm sure that those three, do I have to name them?
Are you referring to the other defendants?
Yes, but not Kevin.
That will be clearly noted.
I'm sure they did it to me. What I said they did. But as sure as I am about that, I'm sure that Kevin didn't rape me. He didn't do anything to me. He was trying to help me. He was only trying to help me. I hope you understand. I made a terrible mistake in naming Kevin. I stand behind what I said about those other three. Completely, I do. Kevin never did anything. To try to look out for me.
This court appreciates, Miss Saybrook, your frankness, your honesty.
The case against Buchanan is nothing but a pile of ashes now, Hank. If you want to salvage anything, you better.
Yeah, I know.
Right now.
Does the prosecution have any more questions for this witness?
Not at this time, Your Honor. But the Commonwealth reserves the right to recall this witness at a later date.
Granted.
And in view of the testimony this witness has just given, the people request an extended recess before proceeding.
That's reasonable. I will recess the court for approximately a week, which will allow both sides to regroup. Before we recess, does the district attorney have anything else he wants to say?
Your Honor, make no mistake. The Commonwealth will continue its case against Todd Manning, Zachary Rosen, and Powell Lord. But in view of the statements the witnesses just made, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth sees no option but to withdraw all charges against Kevin Buchanan.
Kevin Buchanan, will you rise? This court dismisses all charges against you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Miss Saybrook, you are excused. This court will reconvene on Friday, July 16th. This court is adjourned.
All right. Get over here, boy. Get over here. Oh, free man is like sweet.
Oh, you're breaking my ribs, Grandpa.
Can't wait to call Clint. Tell him the good news. This is speed up his recovery 100%. We're gonna have a party at the house. Buchanan style. I'll be right back.
Oh, congratulations.
Okay, Joe. It's over. Mom.
Oh, Kevin. Oh, my baby. Are you okay?
Yeah. So I don't...
I'm gonna go pick up CJ and take him back to Lamfair for a celebration.
We'll get an ice cream cake, too.
I'm gonna get some champagne.
All right.
I can't believe it's over.
Let's go. What do you say?
Oh, that sounds good.
You did it. You good, Kevin. Oh.
I didn't do anything. It was Marty. She recanted on her own.
No, what are you kidding me? It was Rachel's testimony. That's what did it. Did you see Marty? When you cross-examined Rachel, that's when she got up and she ran out of here. I knew you could get Kevin out of this mess. Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah?
You told the truth. You bet I'm proud.
Boy, Marty sure made herself look like a jackass up on the stand there, you know?
Her ridiculous charges couldn't have held up for much longer anyway.
Yeah? Now who's gonna buy the rest of her story?
Oh, come on, nobody. I mean, after that, man, forget it. We're out of this.
Hello, gentlemen.
You do intend to use that woman's sudden about-face to further discredit her when you cross-examine, don't you?
Well, I intend to mention it, yes. Now, if you'll excuse me, Mr. Manning, I'd like to confer with my clients.
I am one of your clients. I pay your fee. And I want to know your plans.
Obviously, what just happened is very helpful to the other boys, as well as Kevin Buchanan. Marty's contradictory statements on the stand will make the jury less likely to believe anything she has to say from here on in.
Hank? I'm sorry for what I said. I mean, I'm not sorry because it was the truth, but I know how hard you've been working on this case, and I know how much you want to convict those guys. And I'm very grateful for that.
It's my job, Marty.
Well, you've been very kind to me, and I needed it.
I believed you, Marty.
I know you're very disappointed in me. But I had to tell the truth. I had to do what was right.
Look, Marty. I've never lied to you. And I'm not going to start now. This was bad timing. You chose the worst possible moment to recant. Marty, your own testimony made your credibility very questionable. Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to come down hard on you, I know what you did just now, right or wrong, was very hard for you. And I know that naming those other 3 defendants in an open courtroom was very frightening. But I don't know where to go from here. You were my key witness. If they don't believe you,
Excuse us.
Do you have a statement to make about the office?
I don't have any statements at this time. What about the other defendants? Oh, please. If
Now
you
that
will
you're
just
off
let
the
us...
hook, what exactly was your relationship with Marty Saybrook?
Look, please. I understand you all need quotes, but you must understand we need time to recover from this ordeal and to enjoy Kevin's release.
How do you feel about his exoneration, Mr. Buchanan?
How do you feel about Marty Saybrook? Oh. Look, I promise you that the family will make a statement, all right, later this evening. But for now, you must leave us alone. Have you spoken to your husband yet? Please, let us go home. This evening, we will give you all the time you need, but for now, we must go. Please.
Vicky, you don't have to deal with this scum now. Get back. Get back. Get lost, you parasite. Get out of the way. You're gonna wear this. Everybody back. Shut up, you.
What kind of reporting is that? How do I feel? How do they think I feel?
Well, I feel great.
I feel exhausted.
Well, that too.
You know something? I feel like getting out of here.
I just want to go home with my family and my friends, knowing that I don't have to have that sinking feeling in my chest coming back to court tomorrow.
All right, I'll tell you what. Let me get everybody together, and then we'll go, all right?
All right.
Oh, Miss Saybrook, what made you change your mind today? We'd like to know what you guys say.
Give her a break here, all right?
Sorry, Kevin.
What do you think your chances are? What do you think your chances are?
Hey, go Buchanan. Get your hands out.
Talia was just saying that the Lords are lucky people. Must be true, huh?
Hey, congratulations, man.
Thanks. Well, we must be next. As Buchanan goes, so goes Kappa AD.
Nora. Nora, thank you.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. Thank Marty Saybrook.
Well, I hope you two will come to the house and celebrate with us, will you?
You bet.
I'll tell you what. Why don't I meet you guys there later, all right? I have to settle some things with my clients, my remaining clients, back at my office.
See you.
Hey, I'm glad you're out of this. You didn't deserve to be mixed up in it in the first place.
Let's go.
See you later, Paul.
Yeah, I'll see you.
Well, gentlemen, it's off to the office
Why do we have to go to your office? Everybody else is going to Kevin's house.
because we have to discuss where we go from here.
Well, we go free, I hope.
Yeah. Now that Marty's blown her own case out of the water.
Marty's testimony may have helped our
May?
case. Yes, may. We have a big problem here.
Are you kidding? Now that the little engine that could just jumped her rails?
Carol Swift's testimony may have hurt us a lot more than Marty's recantation helped us.
Carol Swift doesn't know anything about what happened that night. Marty was never screaming for help. She's just a big mega brain that doesn't recognize good partying when she sees it.
Or hears it. She said she heard Marty crying stop from inside Kevin's
Like
room that
Todd
night.
said, there's no way that she
And
could have
not
heard
only
anything.
that, she's also overheard the three of you having rather incriminating conversations.
Incriminating?
Yes.
She's full of it, and everybody knows that.
Well, that may or may not be so, but her testimony sure rang true.
Well, not after you got through with her.
Don't be too sure, Zach. When Carol said that she heard you worry that Marty may call the cops, she was very convincing. Why is that, pal?
I was so scared about what would happen to you.
It's okay, Jess. It's all over.
I knew Marty would tell the truth about you.
Oh, you sound real good, Clint. Oh, yeah, he's right here. Kevin, come talk to your pa. Make it quick, son. He's in an awful lot of pain. He's doped up in these painkillers. A little groggy.
All right. Dad? Yeah, that's right. Happy? I'm ecstatic. Well, except that you're not here. How you doing? Well, okay, but that doesn't mean that I can't be thinking about you. Okay. Of course I will, Dad. I love you, Dad. Yeah, real soon. All right, Dad, you feel good, all right? All right, bye.
Kevin, darling, I have to tell, I just,
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful. Oh, darling. Oh, I am so happy. Let's see.
Look who's here.
Yay for our side.
Well, well, the whole family is here.
Thank you, darling.
It's time for business. A toast to my grandson's innocence and to a justice system that really works. Whoa, 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 wait. You never interrupt a Buchanan making a toast, boy.
Well, I was the one that was on trial. I think I should give the speech. All right?
Go for it, Kevin.
Well, these past few months have been miserable. Except for you guys. No one could ask for a better bunch of people to support a guy. I've been wishing Dad were with us. Partly because I needed him, and partly because I just hate knowing that, that he's alone in a hospital in Arizona. Well, while I was thinking about him, I looked over at Todd with his father, and it made me realize how truly lucky I really am to be with this family, to be with these friends. I really don't know if I could have made it through this without you guys, so thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Who's gonna believe what Carol Swift said about Marty?
Yeah, and her own boyfriend didn't even back up her story. Isn't that true?
Yeah, that's true. Carol's boyfriend said he didn't hear what she heard, but her testimony was very convincing.
Look, I am telling you, Marty was not upset. And she definitely was not screaming, stop.
Yeah, if she screamed anything, it was don't stop.
Yeah, and what's her name's boyfriend? The guy, the big guy, Phil, right? Yeah, he was there. I mean, he definitely would have heard noises if people were screaming inside Kevin's room.
Well, I do have an affidavit from a Philip K. Stone, and he does not support Carol's testimony.
It's because Carol's lying.
All right, well, then I will use Mr. Stone's contradictory claim when we present our case.
And Carol doesn't even like frat guys anyway.
She probably doesn't like any guys, you know what I mean? No. God, look. Maybe Marty, here's an idea. She paid Carol to lie for her. I mean, it's not like she hasn't done anything like that before.
I think that's true. There was Joanna Phelps and there was Jason Webb. I can substantiate that. What about this conversation that Carol Swift said she overheard between the three of you later downstairs? The one where she said that you were worrying that Marty would call the police?
Never happened.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Well, you know, we did talk about the cops.
Oh, right. Yeah,
but
you did?
Yeah, but we were just, you know, we were worried they were going to come back about the noise again. They were there before, that's all.
Nothing else?
No.
Holly, you've been awfully quiet since we left the courthouse.
Well, what else is there to say?
I don't know. You seemed pretty disturbed after Marty's testimony.
Well, I just wasn't feeling well.
I'll say. You ran out of that courtroom after Marty's testimony looking a little green around the gills.
It must have been that cafeteria food.
I'm not fooling around, Powell. You were obviously very disturbed after Marty's testimony. I'd like to know what's bothering you. Powell, why don't you tell me what's wrong?
Nothing is bothering me, Nora. I'm happy. Happy that Marty's finally telling the truth about my cousin, you know. It's important to me that Kevin's name's been cleared.
Is that why you ran out of the court after Marty's testimony?
Well, I felt sick.
Think about what, Powell? And do not tell me the cafeteria food again.
Okay. I was sick over the lies that Marty's been telling about Kevin and sick over what she's been saying about what we did. Marty was a willing participant. How come she thinks she can get away with saying what we did was wrong? Her lies could ruin the rest of our lives. And I'm sorry if I got a little queasy about that.
And what about Carol Swift's testimony? You haven't said anything about that.
Well, I agree with Todd and Zach.
You agreed that what?
That Carol's lying. I mean, just what Zach said. If Marty said anything, it was, don't stop.
Yes, Jill. No, can we... No, don't send the fax. Don't send the fax. It's a warrant, that's all. I will be right there, all right? Just hang on a second. I've got to stop a major miscarriage of justice that my own office is about to do. Don't go anywhere, gentlemen. Right? I'll be right back.
Well, I'll be foul. Way to go, champ. Yeah. Bobbing and weaving. Yeah, you lost your legs there for a while. We were a little worried about you, but you know, it's the last couple rounds. Those are the ones that count.
I'm
you know
fine,
that?
all right. I was sick, and it really was something that I ate, but I'm okay now, so just quit hanging over me,
Hey,
all right?
calm down, man. We were just worried about you.
Well,
that's
you
all.
don't have to. I'm okay, all right? And I'm not gonna crack, so just quit looking at me like that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Look, Marty's self-destructing on the witness stand. I mean, that makes our chances for acquittal just oh so pretty. No matter what Carol Swift says. So you, pal, you just don't screw up, okay? No, we're almost home free. Oh, man. I cannot believe it's over.
You shouldn't have been charged in the first place.
Yeah, well, it's just nice not to have microphones and cameras shoved in my face.
The next time that happens, I'll bet you'll be running for Congress.
Well, you'll certainly get my vote.
Nora, look, I've got to thank you again. You have just been terrific.
Well, it's my job to be terrific.
Well, it's also her hobby.
Yeah.
Kevin, we knew the truth would finally come out. Why? Because we all knew what the truth was. You are one good man. No buts. To Kevin, for hanging in and hanging on.
To
Kevin.
To Kevin.
Let's hope that's the last we ever hear of that tramp, Marty Saybrook.
Oh, Asa, don't do that, please.
You really got a way of classing up a toast, Pa.
Thank you.
I'll get it.
Thank you, honey.
Marty.
I didn't mean to interrupt your celebration.
You are interrupting, lady. And this is a celebration with our family and our friends, which sure as hell does not include you, so get your tail out that door.
Grandpa, listen, please. I just want to tell you all how sorry I am for what I've done.
To Kevin.
Well, we are not interested.
Listen, I accused him of doing one of the worst things you can do to someone. But I know now he could never have done such a horrible thing. It's not in him.
You lying, sleazy little...
Oh, that's enough, Asa. That's enough. Marty's just done a very brave thing. Took a lot of courage to come here to do what she's done, particularly when she had to know that she would get this kind of a welcome.
What she put us through, she's getting exactly what she deserves, Vicky.
I think that she deserves, at the very least, courtesy.
I think Vicky's right, Pa. Look, I accused Marty of causing Sarah's death. Now, when I went to her to apologize, she paid me the courtesy of hearing me. I think the least we can do is return the favor.
Look, I don't expect you to forgive me. But I do need you to know that this is not about revenge or spite or making up stories. I accused Kevin because I honestly believe that he did what the other three did to me. Don't you think I know what I've put Kevin and all of you through? But that's the thing about rape. Everything about it hurts. I know I can't take back all the pain that I've caused you. All I want you to know is how very, very sorry I am.
Marty, wait. I want to talk to you for a second. Alone.
Oh, I can't tell you how good it was to be able to give Clint this good news about Kevin. Even when I got around to talking to him, which was long after everybody else had, he was still hooting like an old cowpoke.
Well, that's the Buchanan spirit. All those painkillers, and they can still manage a whoop. How long till he's out of traction?
Too long. And until then, of course, he can't be moved. You know, I was thinking that now that Kevin's over this hurdle, maybe I'll take Jessica out to visit him.
Yeah, you know, I've got to be out in the West on business next week, so I think I might spend some time at the ranch, too.
Is Nora going with you?
No.
No?
No.
Well, then why are you standing here talking to me? Go talk to her. She looks very lonely without you.
Well, can't have that.
Oh, honey, you look punchy.
Well, I guess I'm not used to being totally delighted and utterly furious at the same time.
Totally delighted that Kevin's been released and...
Disgusted with Dad.
Oh, sweetheart.
Mom, he used me. He tried to make me a weapon in his holy war against Kevin. I'll never forgive him for that.
Rachel, I think maybe Hank was just trying to do his job.
No, it's not as tidy as that. Dad hates Kevin. I'm just glad that Marty stepped up and made Hank Gannon see exactly how wrong he could be.
I like that.
At this particular point in time, I like everything. I especially like Landview's ace defense attorney.
Oh, you stop it. You make me blush. Aces don't blush.
Get out of here. But we wouldn't be celebrating right now if it wasn't for you. I don't know what kind of magic you worked in that courtroom, but considering the spell that you got on me, I can see why Kevin's free.
Can you imagine what would have happened to our magic if I hadn't? If they'd found Kevin guilty?
Oh, my beautiful little wizard. Don't you know nothing can hurt us? This spell is permanent.
Hold it, everybody, hold it. Listen, that was just Cord. He said Al and CJ fell down a hole or a crevice or something at Serenity Springs. They're alive, but they think Al might be hurt.
That's Holden's fault. A hazard like that should never go unfenced.
Grandpa, I think we should worry about Al and CJ right now.
Did Cord say that help was on the way?
No, they're already there.
Well, I think we have to get right over there.
I've got my car right up front.
No. The springs are right across on Lincoln Street.
I know
we
a
can
shortcut.
run there fast.
I know a shortcut.
Oh, all right,
Let's go.
okay.
Come on,
Lead
let's
the
go.
way, let's go.
Holden, you're an idiot.
Well, I guess I kind of left you short-handed. I'll stay with you. That's all right with you, Bo. Oh, Bo. What happened to you? Oh, my God. Don't touch it. How did you do this?
Look at this, Larry. I got my own Florence Nightingale back here. I don't know, honey. We were working. We're trying to clear a way to that tape.
Oh, said louder. Sorry. Just take it easy. Almost done.
Done? Oh, I don't care how you did this. Will you just promise me the next time you'll be more careful?
I will, okay? Look, right now, I got to get back to Lanford, okay? And the doctor's all finished now. You going to send me a bill, Larry?
Yeah, you're all set, hotshot. And don't worry, the bill's in the mail.
Okay, good.
And that last one, all I could see was you just charging into that tunnel and all the walls coming down around you.
You know something? You got quite an imagination, lawyer lady. Nothing is going to happen to me. Don't you worry. Don't worry about Al and CJ, okay? Hold down the fort.
Bo.
I'll see you.
Hey, Nora, can I give you a hand here?
Oh, she's out for the night. There with a very, very brave girl today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she sure was. She wanted to go talk to her brother and to Al. So she did, and she sang to them. She made them feel so much better.
Well, it looks like this whole family's stepping up a notch today, aren't we? Even the little ones.
How about Max and Cord? They any closer?
Hard to say. They keep drilling. The others keep hauling the rock and the dirt away, but that dust is so thick down there, we just have to keep going on shifts. But if it was Duke down in that hole, there's nothing that I wouldn't do, you know?
You're one of the good guys, Kevin. Oh, you are. Rachel knew it right away. I'm just glad the rest of Landview knows it now, too.
Well, thanks to Marty and to you.
Oh, I didn't do anything. I was just your lawyer. Marty was the one who cleared you of the charge of rape. And I'm going to clear your friends and your cousin, too. Ooh. What is it?
I just told Powell, I never wanted to see him again.
Why?
Because he's a liar, that's why. I've been hiding from the truth for weeks. Look, Nora, if I was you, I would resign from this case before it resumes, all right? Todd, Zach, and Powell are guilty. They raped Marty. I know that.
All right, okay, Kevin. We have been through this before, okay? Shh. Marty was wrong about you, all right? I'm convinced that she is just as confused about the other three. Yes, there's always that element.
No shift.
I'm gonna ride in the ambulance with Cord.
No, you're not. Look at you. You've opened up your feet again. You're breathing.
Don't worry about me, okay? I'll get checked out as soon as I make sure Cord's taken care of. Listen, you can do something for me, though.
Oh, you name it. You name it, anything.
Wash your face. I gotta go.
No.
Nora, I'll be here right at the hospital.
Oh, would you?
Yeah. You just have to let Vicky and Kevin know what's going on.
They're still upstairs dealing with the meeting.
Word on Bo and Cord?
Well, Tina and Kane are with Cord right now, but I don't really know.
Bo?
I'm sorry, I haven't had any chance to get any information.
I should tell her that after a decade or so with the Buchanans, you kind of get used to that.
Oh, hi. Bo Buchanan. Do you know where he is? If everything's okay, how he is, what he...
He's been treated, and he should be released soon. He's in that cubicle if you'd like to see him.
I can't. You...
Hi.
Hi.
What are you looking at?
Oh, me? What am I looking at? Oh, no, some kind of sexy, hunky, dirty guy. Sort of like a bogey and a John Wayne all
get out
wrapped
of
into
here.
one.
Oh.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'll hurt you. No, I'll never, I promise I'll never touch you again. I'll never touch you
I'm
again.
okay.
Absolutely not.
I'm okay. Look. Relax. And don't cry.
I'm not.
Good. That's what I like. I love a woman who obeys my every command. Did you hear anything about Cord?
Well, that probably you saved his life. At almost the expense of your own. Don't ever do that again. Look, just take care of yourself.
I'm here. I am. Look, I'm here. I'm okay. Right? See?
All right, Bo, you can go back to the site, but for crying out loud, watch the shoulder. Every time you open that, you risk infection. And if you lose mobility, even for a little time, you're going to make everyone else's life around here a living hell.
Maybe you ought to be a mother-in-law, Larry. You've taken nagging to an art form.
Hey, excuse me, but I intend to be a mother-in-law someday, so don't you go sneering at the position.
All right? You be careful. Okay. I've got other patients to see. I certainly don't want to see you anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, come on, Buchanan. Let's go back to the site.
No, you don't have to go.
I know I don't have to.
You got a lot of work to do, honey. You got to prepare. Doesn't the trial start tomorrow again?
I will prep for the trial, Bo. I just want to go back there, okay? It's really important for Max and Luna to have you there. Mm-hmm. And I want to be there, too. And then your friends are my friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have been looking over half of Landview for you guys. Just in case you forgot, the trial reconvenes this afternoon.
Oh, we thought we'd just play a little tennis, work out some tension. Be nice and loose for today's court. You said you were looking for us. What's up?
Powell, your cousin Kevin has expressed doubts about your innocence. Not, as you know, for the first time.
Oh, so what? I mean, come on. What, Rat Boy gets off the hook and now he wants to distance himself from us as much as possible. Is that some kind of a surprise, Nora?
Do either of you know anything about this?
I mean, you know what it is. He wasn't invited to that little party we had with Marty, and I was all bent out of shape. Look, Marty let him off the hook, and now he's being really soft on her, but I don't think Buchanan is ever going to testify against his brothers.
Powell?
I think Todd's right.
Of course you do. Okay. But I don't want any surprises today, all right? No waffling, no outbursts, no nothing. Just a nice, wonderful day in court. Mm-hmm. Okay?
You got it.
Sure thing.
I'm sorry. I've been up dealing with an emergency all last night, so.
Do you think you're going to be all right for court today, Nora?
I think I'll be all right. Okay. Just need coffee. Lots of coffee. Excuse me.
All right, pal, what the hell happened? What? You were supposed to get your cousin off of our backs. Can't you do anything right?
Look, Todd, you wanted me to talk to Kevin. I did. I tried to make him see things our way, but he's got a mind of his own. I did the best I could.
Well, you see, that's what makes all of this so sad.
Look, why don't you just get out of my face?
You don't talk to me like that, you little worm.
Trouble, boy?
Mr. Manning?
Dad, I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Todd, listen to me. I made arrangements for you to transfer to Logan Tech in the fall.
Logan Tech? Are you kidding? It's like a Division III school. I don't think they even have a football team, Dad.
You don't plan to argue with me, do you?
No, sir.
This whole mess will be over in a few days. You've got yourselves the best little lawyer in Lambview. And the prettiest.
Well, this pretty little lawyer got to get back to work. Can't win a case by flashing a little leg, can you? I'll see you in court.
Preparation is everything.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Todd.
Actually, we were gonna just play a little...
No tennis.
Something to keep her quiet.
Look, little green, pal. What's the matter?
Marty.
That sweat band make you feel a little uncomfortable?
Have you spoken to Rachel lately?
I've left her messages, but she's not returning my call. Which is why I really needed to see you before the trial starts up again. You're the only one I can turn to, Nora.
Hank, what can I do?
Talk to Rachel. Come on, ask her to at least give me a chance to apologize. Otherwise, I don't know how I'm going to live with myself. Nora, you warned me that I would lose Rachel if I made her testify against Kevin, and that's exactly what I've done.
I'll talk to her, Hank. But using your daughter to hurt the man that she loved, I don't know whether she's going to listen.
Look, I was just so convinced that Kevin was a bad guy. I mean, I thought I had the right to do whatever I needed to open Rachel's eyes. Like the end justifies the means. I'm an officer of the court. Hell, I know better than that. Not to mention the fact that if Marty's telling the truth, well, Kevin's not a bad guy after all. No, at least he's not a rapist.
Well, if you could admit that you were wrong about Kevin, isn't there a chance that you're wrong about the 3 other defendants? Hank, isn't it possible that they're innocent too?
Nora, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of. Marty was raped. Now, Kevin is out of the picture. That still leaves the other 3 guys that you're defending, Todd, Zach, and Powell. Now, Marty hasn't budged 1 inch on those guys. So if I were you, I'd think twice about continuing to represent them.
Hank, what happened to innocent until proven guilty? See you in court.
Hey, guys.
How you doing, man? What's up?
I didn't see you come in. I guess you heard all that, huh?
Well, just the part about you still believing in me, which means an awful lot.
Yeah. Well, are you ready for round 2?
I'm ready to face the consequences, whatever they are.
I'm glad you're going. I really am. Glad you're going. I mean, it's just another thing I love about you, the way you take care of your family. And, you know, I'm just gonna miss you like crazy, that's all.
If you want me to stay, tell me to stay.
Stay? No.
Oh, look, if you need me.
I'll always need you. But your brother needs you more. Just hurry back, okay?
You know what? I'll be in that hospital probably 5 minutes. I'll visit Clint. We're gonna bore the heck out of each other. And I'll be gone. I'll be on a plane right back here. You won't even notice I'm gone.
Yes, I will.
Here's how you can cheer yourself up. You go into that courtroom and you kick butt. Promise? Hmm?